Okay, you know it's a lot of fun watching Delmarva Life on TV. You ought to be here in our studio audience. Oh, that's a lot of fun. If you'd like to book your seat, just visit WBOC.com, click on our picture at the top of the page, or give us a call, 443-880-9116.
Why does it say 38 and not 40?
Because your mom wants to be 38. Let's not mention it again.
Oh, wait. On your last form, you said that you were born in 1975.
I've been working on my rewrite.
I lie about my age, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, have you been there, done that? Have you lied about your age? Why does it seem like there is so much pressure from a number when, in fact, for most of us, 40 and beyond brings plenty of wonderful changes?
Yeah, for instance, maybe it's time you decide to go on that dream vacation or live a healthier lifestyle, or maybe you finally commit to living your life for you. They're all wise choices to make. Here are a few more of the smartest decisions you can make after 40.
What's the best decision you've ever made?
Probably moving back here to Florida. I was living in California, now I'm closer to family and started my life here again.
Marrying my husband. To go back to graduate school when I was 53.
Psychotherapist Tessina says there are 10 smart decisions a woman can make after age 40.
That's, for most women, a really changeable time of life.
First, make your life your own and change your life role.
It's a good time to reevaluate, but it's also a time when women feel empowered to start living for themselves instead of everybody else.
Decision 3, revitalize your career or start a new one. People aged 55 to 64 start about 23% of all new businesses in the U.S.
I've done a lot of reinventing. I do it every chance I get.
Decision 4, focus on friendships. Women with extensive social networks have lower blood pressure, less diabetes, less heart disease, and half as many strokes. Also, get healthy. Regular exercise may lower the risk of breast cancer by 37%, osteoporosis by 45%, and heart disease by 14%. Decision 6, secure your financial position. 9 out of 10 women will be solely responsible for their finances at some point in their lives. Next, decide to be who you might have been.
I think everything you've learned up till now is useful. And you might want to tweak it a little bit.
Decision 8, have fun. People who have regular fun are 20 times more likely to feel happy. Decision 9, create joy and meaning in your life. One study found people who reported a sense of direction and meaning had stronger immune systems than those who were just happy. The last decision, give back.
At 40 or after, you have gotten a whole lot of wisdom, a whole lot of experience. It's time for you to mentor somebody, to give something back.
And we mentioned getting healthy. Part of that is making sure you get your regular health checks, including your eye exams, pap smears, and mammograms.
And it's not just our physical health, it's our mental health as well. Experts say, be reassured.
You're not
the average person misplaces up to 9 items a day and spends about 15 minutes every day just looking for them. It's not just you. It's a little close to home though, doesn't it? And doesn't it always happen when you're running late for something?
Experts also say stress, fatigue, and multitasking can cause us to make these errors. Here are a few ways to train your brain to find things faster.
We've all done it. Forget stuff, like our keys, cell phones, or other important things.
Oh, I forget or misplace a lot. I guess the things that I use the most. I guess maybe a baseball hat or my car keys or my sunglasses.
Nouns, N-O-U-N-S, nouns, proper names.
Experts say it all has to do with encoding your brain. First, pay attention when you put something down. If your state of mind at retrieval is different than it was during encoding, that could pose a problem. For instance, if you were hungry when you walked into the house and put your keys down, when you look for them later, you're no longer hungry, so the memory may be harder to access. Also, try physically and mentally retracing your steps. Think back to your state of mind when you walked into the house. Experts say the more you can make your brain at retrieval like the way it was when you laid down that original memory trace, the more successful you'll be at it. The best way to remember where you put something? Experts say find a regular spot for it and somewhere that makes sense. If it's reading glasses, leave them by the bedside.
In a recent study, researchers found that the majority of people surveyed about forgetfulness and distraction had a variation in the so-called dopamine D2 receptor gene, leading to a higher incidence of forgetfulness. According to the study, 75% of people carry a variation that makes them more prone to forgetfulness.
So it's my dopamine
D2 receptor gene.
I forgot what you said.
That's what I'm blaming it on. I'm going with that.
How about a little boost for your brain power? A new study shows that for some people, consuming chocolate daily may improve their brain power. It sounds good, doesn't it? The study conducted by Harvard researchers shows that elderly people with impaired blood flow who drank 2 cups of hot chocolate a day for a month had improved blood flow to their brain. They also had better scores on memory and thinking skills tests. But it's more than just chocolate that you can keep your memory going the way it ought to be. Something else that can play a big role is a good night's rest. It's not just about getting your beauty sleep. A new study says getting the right amount of sleep every night is important for maintaining your memory, especially later in life. The study, done by researchers in Boston, focused specifically on women, and researchers found that getting too much or too little sleep had an effect on memory. Some 15,000 women ages 70 and older were studied, and more memory problems were found among those who got less than 5 hours of sleep a night or more than 9 hours a night. The researchers say the memory problems were equivalent to nearly 2 additional years of age when compared to someone who regularly logged 7 hours of sleep each night. And it seems that consistency is key too. People who change their sleep patterns over time, even just varying it by only 2 hours, developed more memory loss as well. So it seems the long-held advice is true here too. A balanced night's sleep every night is the root to a healthy mind. So how do you get a good night's rest? Well, it's something we've talked about before here on Delmarva Live. One of the keys is maintaining a regular sleep schedule. That means even on the weekends, which I got to admit I'm not real good at.
Yeah, you probably sleep in on the weekends, don't you?
All the way till like 6.
Well, let's dig a little deeper than sleep patterns. Let's talk sleep positions. You know, there's a right way and a wrong way to position yourself when you sleep, and it all plays a role in getting a good night's rest.
When it's time to get some shut-eye, you already know to darken the room, power down electronics, and turn in at the same time each night. But could your sleep position undo all your good work?
We want to keep this as neutral as possible.
According to Dr. Bob Yakovac, it could, and it all starts with the spine.
Because the less stress on it, the less stress you have during the day. And you have to remember, one third to 1/4 of your life, you're sleeping.
So he counsels people on proper positioning.
In order to get the patient to do this, a lot of times I have to show it to them.
He showed us with Stacy, one of his patients. His advice for your overall health: lie on your back. The good? It neutralizes the spine, minimizes back and neck pain, keeps organs aligned, and reduces wrinkles. The bad? Snoring.
On some patients with lower back problems, is we'll actually have them bend their knees. Go ahead and bend. Let me place this underneath, and we'll do this also.
Dr. Bob is big on pillows. For side sleepers, he uses a full body design.
She's able to put the pillow just like this, and then she can put her other hand up underneath. So what she's doing is actually hugging.
The good about side sleeping? It too alleviates back and neck pain. The bad? It can cause shoulder and hip pain and wrinkles on the face and chest. And the worst position for your overall health is sleeping face down.
So this is the biggest problem that sleeping on your stomach does with the breathing aspect, decreasing oxygen flow. That's not healthy. Now the other thing then too is when she'll wake up in the morning, she a lot of times will have stiff necks and problems like that.
The only possible good about stomach sleeping, it may ease snoring. The bad? Pressure misalignment of the spine, joints, and muscles, uneven pressure on nerves, and restricted breathing. Dr. Bob retrained some patients to sleep on their back or side using specially designed pillows that are measured to fit each individual.
When the patient's laying on their side, they have her head this way and she's facing out that way. If she rolls onto her back, she has a perfect cut for her. So therefore what happens is that gives a perfect support for the neck.
Nick Yurum retrained his body during the night.
Yeah, I used to be tired all the time throughout the day, and ever since I switched the way I'm sleeping, I'm feeling a lot better.
He purchased an adjustable bed.
I tend to shift onto my side and sometimes even my stomach, which is, not a good thing. So I put the back up a little bit, just a slight incline, and it helps me stay on my back throughout the night.
Now, the thing about retraining your body, it's never too late to change and take a new position on sleep.
It's kind of funny. I start on my back, and then I go to my side, and then the dogs keep me awake all night, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's also never too late to start cleaning up your diet. Perhaps a lot of the food you eat is packaged. It is so easy to just grab it and go, but what's that packaged food doing to your body? You might be surprised. And we're going to share some tips on how you can eat less packaged food.
Well, many people take supplements to help keep their health in tip-top shape, but there's such a variety it can be hard sometimes selecting which ones to take. We'll learn more about 3 of the top key supplements. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.